So let me get this straight. You're going to shoot a remake of a film set in Tokyo at an anime convention. Alright, that's pretty brilliant. But we're still not going.
But how are we gonna get our name out there?
Donnie, how do I put this? We're the laughingstock of the internet. The fact that most people don't even know who we are is probably the only thing we've got going for ourselves right now.
Things will change.
So I'm going to film this movie or what?
What's the point? You hurt Rebecca in Tacoma. Nobody's gonna like it anyway.
Has upset has ever stopped you?
I don't know, maybe we should just enjoy the con.
What if demo reel was better? This is FanScription. There are so many reasons why this show doesn't work. Go watch my other demo reel video for more details on that. But as I was working on the script for it, I kept wondering what, if anything, could be done to fix it, which then led to the creation of this video. Here, I'll be going over what I would have done if I'd been in charge of demo reel. Believe it or not, I do think this show could have worked if some slight changes were made. And by slight, I mean large and many. The first set of changes I'd make would be to eliminate the stupid swag subplot and the whole Donnie starting demo reel to avenge his dead mother nonsense. I'm also going to keep the premise of the show being about a group of people making videos rather than abruptly changing it to be about the characters' lives resembling movies. The tone will also remain the same, so the episodes will actually be light and fun instead of dreary and depressing. There have also been some minor changes made to go along with the big ones, but I'll go through all of those as I talk about each episode in more detail. Just a quick heads up, most of this video will just be me summarizing things with a couple of exceptions here and there, while also showing clips from both demo reel and the Nostalgia Critic. This is because I don't have the funds to hire voice actors or a more experienced editor. And for anyone wondering why I don't just ask some people I know to be a part of this, well, let's just say I don't have much of a social life. Being autistic certainly doesn't help matters. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the point of this video, shall we? This is the new and hopefully improved demo reel. Okay, let's begin with episode 1, Demo Reel Origins. Now, it should be said that the main focus of my version of the series will be Donnie and Tacoma. The backstory I have given them is that the two were roommates in college and quickly became good friends. After graduating, Donnie has a part-time job as a janitor while Tacoma works as a customer assistant in a store. Though they lead busy lives, they always try to meet up at least a couple times a month to catch up. This is where the episode starts, during one of their meetups. Tacoma reveals that the store he's working in will be closing down, meaning he'll be out of work soon. While Donnie is sympathetic, he's also inspired to do something. Donnie is vague about his plan, though sometime later during Tacoma's last day at his job, he sees a group of his soon-to-be former co-workers watching a video of a guy quitting his job. And when he's shown the video, he sees that the guy quitting his job is Donnie. Later that day, Tacoma meets Donnie and immediately asks him about the video. Donnie reveals that he believed Tacoma losing his job was a sign that he should quit his own job, so the two of them could start an online production company, which is something that they've talked about doing for years. He states that he didn't tell Tacoma what he had planned on doing because he knew he would try to talk him out of doing it. As they continue talking, Donnie spends most of the time trying to convince Tacoma to agree to his plan, using the fact that the video of him quitting his job went viral and gained tons of views in a short amount of time as proof that it could work. Tacoma does eventually agree after many, many drinks. Now, it should be noted that Donnie is also married in this version, who, for the sake of simplicity, I'll just be referring to her as Matilda from now on. They met and dated in college, then got married a few months after graduating. And unlike the original series, these two actually like each other. Though she does get a little irritated with his behaviour at times. For example, Donnie also didn't tell her what he had planned. She found out about him quitting his job the same way Tacoma did, and let's just say she wasn't pleased about it. I will also say that she won't actually be shown on screen, but she'll definitely have more of a presence here than in the original version. But for now, back to Donnie and Tacoma. While looking for a place to film, they decided to hold auditions in order to add more people to their company. So, your CV says that you're the founding member of the NKOTB Appreciation Society. Now, what do those initials mean? Well, have you ever heard of a band called New Kids on the Block? Yeah, I remember them. So, you're the leader of a group that reminisces about some old 90s band? Well, as a number one fan, it's my duty to not only keep their memory alive, but to inform as many people of their awesomeness as possible. Number one fan, huh? And what does being their number one fan mean exactly?
I'm their number one fan because I've collected samples of Johnny's hair to add to my voodoo doll. He'll go out with me if he doesn't want his testicles in a blender.
So, do you carry that doll with you everywhere you go? If I put it down, it'll lose its power. Okay. So, your CV says you used to be an English teacher? It does? I mean, yeah, I was totally a teacher, yeah. Really? Yeah, I taught in a school for however long it says I did on there, but I feel like now's the right time for a career change, you know? Maybe go try my hand at being a comedian again. So you have some performance experience? I did a little stand-up here and there in college. Oh really? Well, tell us a joke then. Okay. Knock knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who?
Something, 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 your mom! Am I right, boys?
I don't get it.
Come on, what's not to get? Do you have any other jokes? Well, I have a great one about a giraffe that's allergic to pineapple. Let me guess. The punchline is, something, 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 your mom, am I right, boys? Oh, so now you're just trying to steal my material? No, wait, what? Donnie, she's been laughing for 10 minutes now. It's kind of freaking me out. You're only kind of freaked out? I'm absolutely terrified. Well, go over there and tell her to stop. You do it. No, you do it. When will she stop? I don't know. Eventually, they meet Rachel's character, Rebecca. Though here, I've changed it so Rebecca Stone is her real name, whereas Rebecca Stoney is her stage name, which she chose in an attempt to sound more professional. As the three chat for a bit about her work, she offers to perform an extract from her one-woman show based on the Titanic.
Oh, Rose, you're the most beautiful 17-year-old going on 30 that I've ever seen. Oh, Jack, you're the most beautiful 23-year-old going on 12 on olive steerage. Want to set sail? For my pants. Oh, Jack! Oh, Rose! Oh, Jack! Rose! Jack! Rose! Oh, Jack! Oh, Rose! Oh, Jack!
Donnie and Tacoma decide to hire her because, well, watching a woman make out with herself is probably the least weird thing they've seen that day. They also meet and hire Carl and Quinn too, and soon after, Donnie is able to find a studio for the group to use. They're able to rent the place cheap as long as they don't ask too many questions about what the owners of the building are up to next door.
Where's the money, Paulie? Where's the money?
I swear I don't know. I swear I don't know.
Yes, say goodnight, Paulie.
No.
What do these people do again?
Construction.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you're gonna enter through this way.
Right here.
So, with the crew and studio in place, the group soon get to work on their first project, which ends up being the Sixth Sense parody that began the very first demo reel episode. And yes, it does include the cameo from the Ghostbusters Chicago division. Ghostbusters Chicago division? How are you able to convince them to be in this? Life works in mysterious ways, Tacoma. That's not really an explanation, Donnie. Oh. Okay. Well, let's just say I have my ways. Again, that's not much of an explanation. Donnie will remain vague as to how he was able to get the Chicago Ghostbusters in the video. An explanation will be given, but more on that later. Anyway, after finishing the video and watching it through, Donnie turns to Tacoma and says,
I think this might actually work.
Cuts are black, credits. Next, we move on to episode 2, The Dark Knight Begins Rising. Yep, episode 1 is now episode 2. However, because all the characters had their introductions in the first episode, it no longer makes sense for those parts to be here now. So, they've been removed from this version and instead replaced with scenes of the characters getting to know each other. As a quick example, Rebecca has to learn how to be part of a group since she's used to doing all the work by herself, having only done one-woman shows up to this point. This episode also begins a running joke about how Rebecca hasn't seen many movies. As another quick example, when someone quotes Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, her response is, I love that episode of Freakazoid! Or when she tries to quote something, she often gets the origin of the quote wrong. They call me Mr. Pig. I think you mean Mr. Tibbs. No, I'm pretty sure it's Pig. I mean, Pumbaa is a pig. It would make sense he would say that, right? At the end of the episode where Donnie is editing the video, we see him open an envelope and read the letter. After he's done, he throws the letter aside while saying, I'll deal with that later. What did the letter say? What is it exactly that he'll be dealing with later? Oh, will be revealed much later. Now we're at episode 3, the Thanksgiving episode. Not the most imaginative title I know, but I honestly couldn't think of anything better. So, thanks to a scheduling mix-up caused by Donnie, the group are at the studio on Thanksgiving, which no one is happy about because they want to be with their families, who actually like them in this version. Donnie insists that they do something Wreck-It Ralph related because he believes the movie was released on Thanksgiving. Everyone tries to explain to him that it wasn't, but he thinks that they're mistaken for some odd reason. At some point, Rebecca reveals she spent most of the week preparing for the holiday and getting her place ready for her relatives who will be staying with her, including her overcritical mother, which has left her completely drained and too tired to do anything. Donnie quickly runs out to buy some energy drinks and encourages Rebecca to have some.
There isn't caffeine in it, right? I can't do caffeine.
Why not?
It would be bad.
No, of course not. What? Of course it does. What do you mean? All energy drinks have caffeine in them, Donnie. Well, these ones probably don't. See, look at the label. It's all citrusy and whatnot. Pretty sure this has caffeine in it, Donnie. Well then, I guess we're just gonna have to agree to disagree. Anyway, as the episode goes on, the crews slowly start disappearing one by one as they start heading home. Quinn's the first to leave, wanting to get back to his wife and 2 kids. This both confuses and surprises everyone since they didn't know he was even married or had kids at this point. Carl is the next to leave, not because he's desperate to spend Thanksgiving with his family, in fact he's a bit of a loner and doesn't have any friends, but because he's not really a fan of Donnie's and just wants to go home. Donnie, Tacoma and Rebecca try to press on without them. However, the caffeine from the energy drink slowly starts affecting Rebecca's performance.
Oh, hey, little girl. What's your name?
I'm just a glitch. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. You're just a mistake, a hack, a bug in our perfect little world. You don't belong here. That's not fair. You need work. I need work. You need work. Not as much as you. Stop it. Work. Hello, sweetie. What have you done with your life? Shut up, Mom!
Well, I'm Ralph.
So I hear you were married?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Little Miss Perfect being some doctor's housewife. You want a meatloaf while you're at it?
Yes. No.
Got.
So aliens attacked your wedding.
Sure it wasn't one of the mini school plays you missed?
Cut.
So you were never married.
Of course not, because you never liked anyone I brought home. Admit it!
Who are you talking to?
Admit it!
Cut.
I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
Soon she runs off and goes missing for a while. While searching for her, Tacoma goes by the kitchen and discovers multiple cans of the energy drink scattered about all over the place. Rebecca had only a couple cans to start with, but now it appears that she's drunk them all. Dear God. Many hours later, Donnie and Tacoma find Rebecca like this. Where did she get that outfit from? And the gun? I don't know. Eventually she collapses and Tacoma takes her to the hospital, leaving Donnie behind to finish filming all by himself.
So, the mastermind behind the whole video game takeover was...
That's a lie. It's me, Mario.
But why?
Because he feels the need to be in every single game, no matter how pointless.
What are we gonna do, Felix? I don't know. What are we gonna do, Pledge?
I don't know. What are we gonna do, Commander Lady?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're... just die. Where's the Tylenol?
Tacoma calls Donnie to give him an update on Rebecca's condition. She's fine, she just needs to rest and catch up on some sleep. Tacoma offers to come back to the studio to help Donnie out, but Donnie insists he's fine. Now that the filming's all done, the only thing left to do is the editing, and he can do that by himself. As he's editing, Donnie decides to call his wife, who's away on a business trip. She doesn't pick up, so he leaves a message, which is mainly about how much he loves and misses her. That scene ends the episode. Episode 4, The Blair Witch Debacle, is about the group going to film Blair Witch related things in the woods near the studio. It goes about as well as you'd expect.
You want to explain what just happened?
No, this is really stupid.
No, Doug decides as a mark, he's just like, okay, stand by that stick here.
I said this stick, and I was
Yeah,
like,
now there's a pile. No,
It was like this.
it was like this.
No, it was not that. It was this stick. This shows how bad your stick memory is. It was right there. That was the stick.
That stick, folks, somewhere in there.
Stick.
This one?
No!
This one?
What? Do you want me to form an arrow?
Yeah, can you spell out here?
There! That stick! See the arrow? I turned the sticks into an arrow so you can't miss it.
Bad acting.
God.
No, a bad direction.
No, bad stick lookers.
Okay, I'll just be on my mark.
I can't work like this.
The lines again?
Really? You had like that whole speech memorized. That's just like, what were those two really short lines?
It's because she's paying too much attention to where her mark is.
It's just so confusing.
Where's her mark? Is it these sticks?
Oh my God! There!
I've been actually using this bush in my face.
Gotcha.
You two
okay.
are both fine. You know what? Fuck the stick. Fuck the stick. Use the leaf. Okay, use the leaf.
Well, now you're knocking it down. How's she supposed to find her mark?
It was the tree with 10 leaves, and now you knocked 2 of them off.
I don't know what to do.
Action.
Okay, no, not action yet. I'm still laughing. Me too. Okay.
Well, I'm professional. I'm not laughing.
Okay.
I figured out what the God damn it! I'm sorry. Okay.
Can we cut to you doing a turn, you and Malcolm, so that way we can just...
but we're not going to, because she should get this fucking line!
Let me do one more. She's on the wrong side of the screen.
Was she really?
Yeah, I was like, because I was aiming... I was aiming for the lead.
This is the worst shoot ever!
After filming, they try to head back to the studio. Donnie insists he can lead the way back, but they instead end up getting lost after he inadvertently has everyone walking around in circles. They do eventually find their way out of the woods, though Donnie tries to take credit for getting everyone out, despite the fact that it was his fault that they got lost in the first place, as the rest of the group rightfully points out. Now, the final 2 episodes will actually be a 2-parter, and it will take place during the 5-day period between Christmas and New Year's. Part 1, which will focus on the crew filming things related to the Michael Bay live-action Transformers movies, starts the day after Christmas, because Boxing Day isn't something that's really done in the US. As far as I know, anyway. Most of the group enter the studio to find it's completely trashed. It's soon revealed that Donnie's the one responsible for the mess, due to the fact that he's been staying there for the past couple of days after his wife kicked him out of their house. Why did she do that? Well, let me explain. You see, things have been a little rocky between Donnie and Matilda ever since he quit his job. The fact that he didn't tell her what he had planned certainly didn't help matters. After being able to convince her that his idea to start a production company is a good one, they entered an agreement where he informs her of everything that he does and doesn't withhold anything else from her. And Donnie had dishonored that agreement when she eventually discovered that he lied to her about the financial side of things. As an example, the cost to rent the studio was twice as much as he said it was. They were doing well enough on 2 salaries, and now that they're down to 1 primary source of income, they have to be careful with their spending. So, doing something like offering a group of people a large sum of money to do a cameo over one of your videos is a big no-no. Also, the letters that Donnie's been getting and ignoring? Unpaid bills and notices from debt collectors. Donnie thought it would take a few weeks at best to become rich and famous, meaning he'd be able to pay everything off very quickly without anyone knowing. In terms of the group's reputation at this point, they're doing okay, but they haven't reached the point where they're able to make a living from it. In fact, the reason Donnie's staying at the studio is because he can't afford to stay in a hotel. Donnie isn't all that worried about his current situation though, as this isn't the first time he's been kicked out of the house. Once or twice a year he'll be thrown out after saying or doing something stupid. Then, a couple of days later, he'll apologize, she'll forgive him, and he gets to move back home. That's why Donnie is constantly checking his phone throughout the episode in between filming to see if there are any missed calls or messages from his wife. He also tries calling her a couple times, but she doesn't pick up. Towards the end of the episode, and after the filming has wrapped up, Donnie is delivered something in the post. It's divorce papers. And now we move on to part 2. Donnie is, understandably, feeling depressed, especially after collecting his things from his former residence. He tries to push through and continue working, but it soon becomes clear that he's lost his passion. Everyone does their best to comfort Donnie, but nothing anyone says can break him out of his funk. About midway through the episode, whilst moving Donnie's things around, Tacoma comes across an old script written by Donnie years ago called Blue Patches. Quick detour. It was mentioned in one of the episodes that Blue Patches was Donnie's favourite movie. After some quick googling though, I learned that there is no such movie called Blue Patches. However, there is a movie called A Patch of Blue, which is about a blind white woman befriending an older black man. It's based on a book called Be Ready with Bells and Drums by Elizabeth Carter. Why the movie's title was changed from A Patch of Blues to Blue Patches, I don't know. Now, I can't comment on the film or the book because I haven't seen it / read it. In fact, I never even heard of either until I watched Demo Reel. Anyway, back to the episode. The script that Tacoma found was Donnie's attempt to write a sequel to the movie that would have had the lead characters reunite years later. Blue Patches was just a working title for the script. After reading through it, Tacoma decides the best way to cheer Donnie up and reignite his passion for his work is to make the movie. He gets everyone on board with this idea, and they film it in secret. And unlike the original series where Donnie never got to see the movie due to the end result of the stupid swag subplot, he actually gets to see it this time. Everyone gathers around the TV to watch the movie with Donnie, and he's very touched by all the effort his friends put into it. He thanks them all, then leads them into the kitchen where they can all toast the new year together.
Here's to good times, good people, and Happy New Year!
Hey!
The end. Sort of. Before I wrap things up here, there are a couple of other ideas I had for this series that I couldn't fit in. One is the introduction of a brand new character. Why a new character, you ask? Well, because I had managed to work Heather, Tara, and Diana into this, it didn't seem fair to leave Walter out. Anyway, the new character is an intern that Donnie hired to make the company appear more professional. His name is Zach, though hardly anyone will call him that. They'll mostly refer to him as just the intern, or Hey New Guy.
Hey, new guy, where's my coffee? Oh. Cream, sugar, 6 shots of bourbon?
Yeah.
I guess it'll do.
Hey, new guy, do you have my cereal? Frosted mini wheats?
Hey, new guy, you got my magazine?
new guy. See my hat? This'll do.
There'll also be an ongoing joke about how whenever anything goes wrong, Zack will automatically be blamed for it, even when it's obvious that what happened wasn't his fault. He wouldn't be part of the show from the start though. He'd likely be introduced midway through the series, maybe in the Blair Witch episode. Also, there was another idea for an episode that I'd been kicking around. In it, Tacoma threatens to quit due to his increasing frustration with Donnie constantly dismissing his ideas and changing his script without consulting him.
The reason you shouldn't quit is because you have so much potential still untapped.
How would you know? You never let me write what I want.
I'm just trying to make both our visions come to life.
Donnie manages to talk Tacoma out of quitting after agreeing to let him have at least one video that he'll have full control over. And that video is Demo Reels The Wall. It's more or less the same as the NC review with some slight changes. Obviously the NC wouldn't be in it at all. And also, I cannot for the life of me justify the Demo Reel crew getting the actual Corey Taylor to appear in their video, so for this they just hired a lookalike. A lookalike that sounds nothing like Corey Taylor, nor can he sing, which is why he barely says anything in the video. And the kid is also the nephew of Quinn? Yeah, let's go with Quinn. Anyway, the audience response to Tacoma's video is pretty much the same for the review, in that nearly everyone considers it to be the worst thing they've ever done. Now, you're probably wondering, why have I done this? Well, I wanted to do an episode that shows how the demo reel characters would react if something like that would happen to them. I feel Carl and Quinn probably wouldn't give a damn about it. In their minds, internet trolls are just sad, pathetic losers who never leave their homes because they're too afraid of the sun. The phrase, any publicity is good publicity, would likely be going through Donnie's head. Tacoma would definitely be upset about it. Not angry necessarily, more saddened. He'd be reading through all the comments and rewatching the video over and over to try to figure out what went wrong. I had an idea for a scene where Rebecca comforts Tacoma and tells him about how most of her one-woman show she did previously got mostly negative reviews, but it never bothered her because she loved doing them and was proud of the work she did. That conversation would help Tacoma break out of his funk and start to move on from it. I think it would make her an interesting episode. At least more so than just having the characters read a few spam comments and then immediately calling it quits. And there you have it, my vision for what Demo Reel could have been. What did you think? Did you like the changes I made to the show? Or did I somehow make everything much worse? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!